Hello Cancer, and welcome to your Triple Cross reading for the month of December 2018. You can use this reading for your sun, moon, and rising signs. In some months, you might identify more with your moon sign or rising sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your astrological chart, please do check those videos out for more clarity at this time. Also keep in mind that these are general readings, so naturally there will be some messages that resonate more than others, and that's normal because I'm reading for a lot of Cancerians out there in the YouTube community. Before I begin, I would just like to let you know that I am now on Instagram. I've been around there for a couple of months now, and I'm doing oracle card readings, free oracle card readings at that, for all the 12 zodiac signs for the mid-month. So if you are on Instagram and if you'd like to receive these oracle card readings for free, I would love to see you and connect with you in that social media platform. All right, without further ado, let's begin your reading. Down the center, I have the Seven of Cups, the Queen and Ace of Swords. Crossing or supporting that, we have the Page of Cups, and this is a supporting card. First and foremost, what I like the most here in the center position is that you have appeared in your reading. Every tarot reader will have their own connection with the cards. It's a very personal thing, the connection that you have, the language that we have as tarot readers with the cards. But for me personally, whenever I'm reading for a sign, in this case, or a client in particular, and they appear in their reading, it denotes more control over their circumstances. So in the beginning of the month, I see a lot more control for you, for your sign. So that's just a good thing to note, a good thing to realize. And what I do see here is that there is a lack of clarity when it comes to your emotions. The Seven of Cups is a card that denotes disorganization emotionally, a lot of options for you, and for some of you it's emotional volatility. This could be coming from your part because this is a Cups card and it connects with you because it's the same suit, or it could come from an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And if it's not those signs, it's just someone that is manifesting their energies as very intellectual, very rational, very in their head, if you will. Now, for other Cancerians out there, I do see that this month will present a lot of options for you, a lot of alternatives as well, and you will have a little bit of a difficulty in being able to discern which option is good and which option isn't best suited for you. So when it comes to choices and taking action, when it comes to choosing between several things, try to base your decisions on whatever it is most practical, most concrete, more based in your rationality, and not so much in your emotions, on your emotional side. Now, in your root area, I have the Hangman, the Justice card, and the Ten of Swords. So for those of you dealing with a Libra, because the Justice card is a representation of Libra in the major arcana, I do see that you should not act in a hasty way or an over emotional way, an impulsive way. Yes, that's the Hanged Man with the Ten of Swords, because otherwise you will come to regret your actions, or you will see that perhaps you should have thought things through a bit more. And now, if you are a Cancer dealing with legality, because the Justice card can denote legal matters, legal cases, I do see that this situation is being very difficult, very taxing on you, on your mental sphere, but also your emotional sphere at that. And I do see that there is a sense of feeling stuck, like things are in pause, things are not moving forward in the way that you would like it to be. And this is causing stress and a feeling of being disappointed or being let down. But the cards here, especially because this is a major arcana, it has more weight than this Ten of Swords. It is telling you to be more patient and to try to see the higher wisdom of why the situation is currently on hold or in pause, in a state of suspension, if you will, because that's the Hanged Man. So you could be feeling this way, or this case is right now a little bit more stuck. Try to see the situation in a higher perspective, like the Hanged Man would, more objective with the Justice card, another major arcana. It has more weight, a more rational manner. Now, for my other Cancerians out there, I do see that the cards are inviting for you to see things this month with more objectivity, more clarity, especially when it comes to dealing with situations or people that have disappointed you or let you down badly, or situations that have come to an end. Anything that feels like it is stuck in some sort of way, it is the month to cut through illusions so that you can reclaim this inner sense of balance and this clarity with this sword card here of where you stand in your life. Now, in your recent past, we have the King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Pope. I love that you have appeared in your reading once again, because at the start of the month and like recently, you've had more control over the circumstances in your life. And I do see that in your family, because the Pope can represent family, like your relationship with your mom, your dad, your home, your house and home, or it could also denote, if you are a Cancer that is married, this could denote your husband, your wife, your children, or it could also talk about institutions like where you study. If you are a Cancer that is in university, for example, this represents your university, or it could also represent your enterprise, the place that you work in. So these situations, family, romantic life, work life, and student life, it has required a lot of your energy. With the 8, I see that it has demanded a lot of your energy. And now for others of you, I do see that things have picked up as of late, incredibly so. But note once again that you've appeared in your reading, so even though things do feel maybe up in the air or like they're moving too quickly for your taste, I do see that you have more control over this matter, this situation. And I do see that for some of you, you have put in a lot of work. You have put in a lot of work when it comes to your faith and your connection with your higher self, your spirituality as of late. Now, crowning your reading, I have the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Wands. So this month, you will be able to reconnect with people. This could be a friend to you, family member, or loved ones, because we're dealing with cups, people that we like, people that we love, people that we value, that perhaps you haven't seen in quite some time, or these are connections from a past life, or your childhood, for instance, or just people that you value, that you love, that you care for. Relationships, because this is the 2, and 2s numerologically talk about relationships that you perhaps have met in a previous incarnation. So if you believe in past lives, that's what this denotes, but it could just be a situation of people that you haven't seen, or people from your childhood, people from your past that you are reconnecting with throughout this month. So that's a beautiful thing to see. The cards are also inviting you or reminding you to be extra generous with your resources. Your resources are just things that you hold of value. So yes, that could mean money. And if you can do so, if you can donate $1 to a charity, for example, it doesn't have to be anything big, of course. If you can, by all means do so. But the Pentacles suit talk about things that are of value to us, like time is valuable. So giving of your time, giving of your counsel, because wisdom is valuable, giving of your affection, because love is valuable. So being giving will be very beneficial for you, because it will come back to you twofold. It could come either twofold or come back to you in 2 weeks' time, in 2 months, or in the 2 of a particular month, the 2nd of a particular month. So I do see that it will come back for you. So that is a good incentive to do so, but it's always good to be charitable. And I know you Cancers, you can relate to that because you are a water sign and you are very much connected to other people's needs. But I also see that when it comes to any ideas or any plans that you're hoping to manifest, being charitable, being kind, and being giving will help manifest these ideas or plans that much more quickly. Now, in your future position, we have the Knight, the King of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. So I do see that halfway through the month, you're going to be able to see with a greater clarity your financial situation. So I do see that you will be able to implement plans when it comes to attracting more abundance in your life or having a clear goal of where it is that you want to head when it comes to your financial matters. The key to success here is to realize that things do take time, but with due diligence and with perseverance, you will be able to reach your goals. Now, a note for your sign for all of you out there is that halfway through the month, specifically onwards, I'm seeing your communication, whether it is written or verbal, just make sure that it has the grace, the tact, the diplomacy that you need, because I do see potentials for arguments when it comes to opinions or ideas, or when it comes to your finances. So this could also represent arguments when it comes to work, your work life. So just be mindful of that, mindful of choosing your words wisely. Now, in your ego position, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Devil card. So I do love these two cards together, but with the Devil, it does present a note to be careful, to be wary. Why? I'll get there in a second. I do see that for some Cancers, you will be recognized in your work, where you work. This could be in the form of colleagues, work colleagues, or your boss. Now, for minority of you, this could represent promotion, being recognized in that way, or it could just simply denote being able to work very well as a team, as a group. I do see that you will be feeling very, very good about yourself when it comes to what it is that you do for work, and good with yourself, because this represents a very healthy self-esteem, these two cards together. But the Nine and the Devil do talk about, this is the note of the word of caution, to make sure that you don't overextend yourself. So don't overdo things. And I know that this is the month where it's a little bit harder to have limits, have boundaries, because we spend a lot of money on gifts, on events, on, overeating and whatnot. But this is a note to be careful, to not make bad investments or overextend yourself financially, or giving into vices, or investing your time, because time is valuable, of your heart, of yourself, in negative relationships, perhaps associations that don't have your best interest at heart. Now, in your environment, I have the Sun card, the 4 and 6 of Swords. So I do see a lot of trips to be had for a lot of you, and this could also talk about a return to home. And that's what the 4 represents, house and home. But the cards are also talking about being able, once again, to see things with more clarity this month, especially things from the past, things that maybe made you doubt yourself, or perhaps robbed you of your inner peace. Now, in your hopes and fears area, wow, we have beautiful cards. We have the Ace of Cups, the Star card, and the Ten of Cups. I love this trio for your sign. And this is the area of potential, of possibility. If we like what we see, we feed into this energy so that it can manifest. If we don't like what we see, of course, we don't feed into the fear. But these are beautiful hopes, and hopes of having more harmony, more happiness within your life, your family, and the people that you love, the people that you care about. Because family is not just blood relatives, but the family that we choose, such as your friends. Now, for some of you, I do see especially the single Cancerians out there, I do see a desire for attracting a new love, that if you're feeling ready deep down in your soul, in your spirit, your higher self is like, I am ready to connect with another, having more of a deeper connection, having deeper connection in your life overall, regardless if you're single or not. And I do see for some other Cancers out there, I do see that you would like to make amends with someone that you cared for so very much and that you feel a very deep spiritual connection with. And just in general, I do see wanting more love in your life, wanting more romantic advancements towards you, and from your side to the people that you love as well, because we do have the Ace and the Ten of Cups, the start of something beautiful and a sense of completion of heart. Now, in your outcome for the month of December, we have the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Wands. All right, so life is light and shade, so we've definitely seen some beauty and we have seen some difficulty. But what we have here now, I understand why the note came here very clearly in your future position of having tact. Why? Because it's telling you not to rock the boat this month when it comes to verbal fights, arguments, because I do see you perhaps engaging, or other people trying to get you to engage in difficult discussions, negative discussions, cutting words, and it's not going to get to the point where you would like it to get to, which is of making amends. If you feed into their negative low-level frequency, it will manifest. So try to be the one who sets the example of tact and diplomacy with other people. Whether or not they give it to you, that's on them. The 6 and the 3 talk about the fact that perhaps your ego, or the ego of these people that you're dealing with, is a little bit too inflated, or perhaps it has been damaged. There's pain in their ego, and they're choosing their words because they're coming from a place of pain, and they're cutting you from that place of pain. And I do see that you won't be able to reach a middle ground with this person and be able to make amends. So don't feed into their argument. They just want to be right at all costs. It's not going to go anywhere productive. So it is best that you focus your energies on you, on healing any wounds and any pain, and releasing, because the Five of Swords does talk about the ability to either hold a grudge or to walk away from it. All right, Cancer, that's the end of my reading for you. I hope that it has been of help to you and it has given you a guide so that you can better manifest with the energies that are at your disposal throughout this month. I would like to thank you so much for all of your support for my channel, all of your comments, your subscribes. So very thankful for my subscribers and for everyone that gives me a thumbs up on all of my videos, and for those of you who share my videos so that someone that might need to hear this message, that they get it, that they get the message that they need. And so very grateful for the people that have taken their time to donate Any denomination is welcome, and it truly does make a difference, and it helps me keep making these videos for free on my YouTube channel. Now, I am inviting you to follow me on social media. I am under Triple Tarot everywhere, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you'd like a private reading with me, you can do so by visiting tripletarot.com. I would love to read for you. All right, Cancer, I am wishing you a very beautiful and blessed month. Happy holidays, Happy New Year, and I will see you guys next year. Bye-bye.